All right, first and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who is worthy to be counted for double honors. And peace and salutation to you brothers out there pushing this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and full of the gospel. It's a brother Gabaria from the Indiana camp. Come back again with another sit down to basically talk about the renewing of our minds. All right. So without further ado, I'm gonna just hop straight into it. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 17. It says, "Therefore, if any man be in Mashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new." All right. And if you look up the word new, it basically goes into become refreshed. All right. Or becoming new again. All right. And how are we becoming new? Because the former things that we did in our former things that we did before coming to the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, those are all to be forgotten. All right. Whether you are a drug dealer, whether you're out there on them streets, whatever type of manner of life you lived back then, all that stuff is to be put down and to be forgotten. All right. Now, if you how can I say, if what you was doing wasn't basically going off, you can still do it. As far as like, if you play video games, or if you was a real movie buff, if you like watching movies, if you basically, some brothers, have certain things, certain niches that they like, that they try to that's okay bringing in, they can still practice while they're even in the truth, whether you made shirts, you're art designer, you like to paint, you like to draw, you like to work out, whatever your niche, if it's not against the scriptures, you can still do it. All right. It's okay. It's okay. But you have to understand that these scriptures, this truth, this work, it comes first and foremost. All right. So you have to put that on a back burner after this. Okay. So, whether you like music or whatever your niche is, whatever your talent was, or whatever you like to do in the world, or what you was basically gifted in the world, you can still do that by being in the truth as well. Like I said, if it wasn't going off. Now, if it's going off, if it was selling drugs, popping women that had men, and if it was any of that BS and it was going contrary against the scriptures, then no, you have to leave that old man behind. All right, that's what it means by becoming new. All right, you becoming a new creature. You're putting off the old ways, the things that you used to do on a daily basis before coming into the knowledge. All right, you're putting that man to sleep. You're killing that man. You kill him daily, as the scripture says, as we're gonna get. But it says what? Therefore, if any man be in a Mashiach, right? So if you call yourself being a man of the Lord, then it says what? He is a new creature. All right. So you have to come to the Lord as a completely new vessel, as a completely different person. You shouldn't be the same way you was in the world that you are in the truth, man. You come into the most sacred and holy, the most sacred and sought after thing on this planet Earth right now is this knowledge, and you have to conduct yourself as such, man. You can't keep doing the same things that you were doing in the world and then just come in and say, "Oh yeah, now I know I'm an Israelite, I'm gonna still do the same thing." No, you have to become a new creature. You have to become literally a completely different person. All right. But like I said, if there's certain things that you still like to do that's not contrary against the scriptures, that's not going off, then you can still do it. If you like making, jewelry, if you like making, certain things, if you like doing certain things that's not necessarily going off, then you can still do it. Just make it a hobby, because your first priority, your job is to follow this, follow the statutes, laws, commandments, and teach it. All right, and do the work. It says what? Old things are passed away, right? That old man, that guy you once were, whatever your name was, Davis or Anthony or Kenneth, whatever your name was, he's passed away. He's gone. You have to become a completely different person, man. You are now your Hebrew name, man. And as walking in the faith, you have to conduct yourself as such, man. Because we all know that word name goes into word reputation, man. So when you call yourself that name, when you call yourself Malak, or you call yourself Gabar, or you call yourself whatever, guess what? You have to walk after that. You have to walk as that person, man, as that holy man unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, But now ye also put off all things, anger, wrath, malice, blaspheme, filthy communication out of your mouth. Verse 9, lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds. All right, and that old man, what, man? Old man is talking about what? Your old self, the old guy, who you were in the world. Like I said, if you were Kenneth or Chase or whatever your name was, you have to put him off. Because he's a product of this world. He was bred in this world. He was raised up in this world. You have to put him off, and you have to come back as a new creature. That's why the scripture says. That's why Yahushua said what? He says, matter of fact, I'm going to get it right quick. I'm going to go back to this. This is Matthew chapter 18 and verse 3. It says, and I say, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. What's that, man? That's becoming what? A new creature. All right. Because little children are what? They're very teachable. They're very impressionable. I have little children. They constantly ask me questions. They constantly do the things that they see me. They constantly do the things that they see me do. All right. My son knows how to use the bathroom because he's seen me use the bathroom. My son knows how to brush his teeth. He knows how to comb his hair. He knows how to do all this stuff. What? Because he's seen his father do it, man. All right. So that's exactly how we supposed to do, man. We have elders and we have older brothers that's in the truth that should guide us on how to keep the statutes, laws, and commandments, man. They're guiding us on how to do right. That's coming in as a little child, man. Because if we come in as we once were in our 20s, our 30s, our 40s, or however old we came in, guess what? We're gonna think, oh, we know something. You're gonna be puffed up with pride. You're not coming in as a little child. And a little child is very, very humble. They go to their parents for everything. They ask their parents everything. They're very humble. Children are extremely humble. A very little child is extremely humble. You don't see a little child talking back to their parents at all. Well, nowadays you probably do, but a decent child, a child that's raised right, he doesn't say shit back to his father or mother. They say, hey, it's going to go down like this, and guess what? The child follows, So that's exactly how we supposed to be. That's exactly what spirit that you have to come in when you first come into this knowledge, man. All right? You got to put that old man, that guy you once were, he has to be killed off. And you have to become what? A little child, a new creature. All right? It says what? Behold, all things are become new, right, man? Because everything's going to become new to you, man. And it's really just because it's really just becoming fresh. It's becoming refreshing to you. Because if you're in this knowledge now and you be part of the elect, you always had this knowledge. It's just becoming new to you. All right? It's just becoming, it's just refreshing back in your mind. Kind of says, put off the old man and his deeds, verse 10. It says, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. Right, man? We have to put on that new man. Which is what? The renewed of the knowledge, man. All right. So we have to come back as a, how can I say? As a true man of the Lord, man. Doing the things, walking in the ways, man. Walking uprightly. Not secretly going off. Not doing things out of ill will. It's like you have to reposition myself. Right, man. So it says what? We have to come into the knowledge and we have to walk according as such, man. Or what? The Lord would spew you out of his mouth. Okay? This is Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 22. It says that you put off concerning the former conversation, the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. All right, man. That old man and his conversations, man. That is what? That is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, right? But when you was in the world, man, you didn't care about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You didn't care nothing about the scriptures. You didn't care nothing about the word. You was trying to do whatever pleased your flesh, whatever you was trying to please that flesh. You sought after what made the flesh happy. Whatever felt good to you, you did. You wasn't suffering under Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So that's why you have to do what? Verse 23. It says, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, right? So you have to renew that mind, aka brainwashed. That's why we say we're brainwashed. We washed our brains through the scriptures, man. The scripture says what? Believe on me, and your belly shall flow rivers of living water, man. We've renewed our minds with the scriptures, man. We've washed our brains from the filthy conversations of this world. That's exactly what we have done. So being brainwashed is not a bad thing, as this world basically pushes, man. Oh, you're brainwashed, you're brainwashed. That's a good thing. Anything you washed should become clean and pure. When you go and wash your hands, do you look down at your hands and you be like, oh damn, I fucking washed my hands, man. Now I gotta go re-dirty them up again. Do you feel? No, you want to become a clean person. So if a person's saying, oh, I'm brainwashed, that means what? My brain is not polluted with the filthiness of this world, man. Verse 24, it says, and that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteous and true holiness. All right. That's the man that you should be sought after. That's the man that you need to be putting on. That new man. Seeking after Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and whatever please him. And right now, you know what's going to please Yahweh Bashem Yahushua? That you get up, you give your body up as a living sacrifice. You do videos, you study, and you teach. That's what's pleasing the Lord right now, man. That his men is out here on the highways and byways putting up videos and doing what's necessary so we can get up out of here, man. Praying, fasting. These are the necessities. These are the tools that the Lord gave us to what? Seek salvation. The scripture says what? Occupy till I come. There's plenty of work out here to do. Plenty. Like my dad told me, he said, hey, man, listen, when you go to a job, never look idle. Never look idle. He said they might even not tell you not to do and just to see what you're going to do. He said, pick up a broom, start sweeping. He said, look busy. He said, if you got to look busy for 4 or 5 hours, then look busy then. Try to always find something new. Run to somebody, help somebody do something. Because always looking idle is never a good look. It's never a good look. If you just sit there and look idle. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 16. Matter of fact, I'll just go back to the 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16. It says, for which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish. But though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Right, man. So when we follow these scriptures, when we do the things that's necessary for us to do, what? We don't faint. Basically, with following after Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is not a tiresome job. Scripture says what? Take upon my yoke, for it is light. It's certain things that we don't even have to really reiterate because it's already embedded in us. I don't have to, when I'm eating something, I don't know what it is. I don't have to be like, oh, damn, let me go. I know what certain things look like. I know what certain things I can and can't eat. No, I don't trust that. I ain't finna eat that. What is that again? You don't know what it is? I'm not finna eat that. And I'm cool. I'm straight. I don't know what's in that. I'm cool. I don't have to just go around eating everything and then find out later, oh, damn, they had that in there. I ain't know. There are certain things that's already embedded in us where we have a conscience of not to do it. Then the scripture says what? All right, it escaped me that fast. Damn. Oh, scripture says be careful for nothing. You know? The scripture said be careful. So guess what, man? We're out here walking circumspectly, man. And every walk and every step that we take, we're out here walking circumspectly. All right. We ask a woman if she got a man, if she gives us anything but no, then guess what? We're not dealing with it. You got a man? Well, no. Nope. Not dealing with it. If it's not a fast, no, I do not, then guess what? We're not dealing with it, man. All right. So that's what we got to do, man. We have to what? Start walking in Yahweh Bashem Yahshua when we first come to the knowledge, man. Because guess what? The Lord's not going to wink at your sinning no more. Once you come into the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, whether you accept it or not, then guess what? The Lord is done accepting your bullshit. He's done winking at your ignorance. Because you want, okay, yeah, you was going off while you was in the world, but now since it's been brought to you, whether you come across this video, whether you come across another brother's video, whether you come across brothers that's in your city, if you've seen it, heard about it, then guess what? You've been warned and you've been marked. You either put that old man off and become a new creature, or you can stick to him and he's gonna eventually perish away. All right. So that's basically all I had. Lord willing, I hope this video was edifying for you, brothers. Until next time, I'm gonna say shalom.